Okay, so we had another great battle, y'all, but I'm going to try to make this quick because the next event is Math Hoffa versus Sirius Jones. Now, I wasn't even going to freaking blog on this battle because, you know, Emerson Kennedy, he's not like a big fan of mine, you know what I'm saying? But after hearing the stuff that I was hearing, I couldn't help myself. I had to jot some stuff down. All right, so the first round, Emerson Kennedy goes first. I didn't have a chance to write nothing down because, you know, I wasn't really feeling what he was saying. I thought he was just okay, so I wasn't planning on writing nothing down. But when OOPS came in, y'all, when OOPS started spitting, I had to hurry up and grab my pen and paper. I'm like, oh, snaps, OOPS is fire. So I like when he said something like, how is the undercard math and serious? Fuck math versus serious. When half of the battle world don't take math serious. Yo, he took a shot at math, y'all. That was like, whoa. Then he said something like, I wanted to be the one who severed bad news. Something like that he said. So obviously he believes Sway Sever did, you know, beat bad news. Then he said something like, I didn't catch the whole bar, ... Yeah, Black Lives Matter until you staring at the oppressor. And he was all up in Kennedy's face. Like a lot, he was like really dropping jewels. I didn't even know that he joined the, you know, politics and all that stuff. Like all of that was brought out in this battle. So then Emerson Kennedy goes round two. Now, I couldn't believe it, but his fade is blonde. Emerson Kennedy has a blonde fade. He looks totally different. Okay, so I only wrote one bar. He said, if I'm lying, then I'm flying. Then that nigga booked the flight, he was saying. Like, he was like, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Then that nigga booked the flight. So I thought that was kind of funny. So he was okay. You know, Emerson Kennedy did have a few good lines here and there, but he just had a lot of dry spots. He didn't really catch my attention fully. But every time when OOPS came in, y'all, I had to literally stop what I had to do was grab my pen and paper and write some stuff down because OOPS is fire. Like, he made a fan out of me. Okay, so he's had this EKG line where he said something about EKG and then he did this. You know how, you know, when you're in the hospital, that scanning, that EKG scan thing, and then it do like this. So he actually did that, and then he was like, dead nice. Then he said something about dead nice. So I thought that was kind of, you know, crazy because the way he said it, I didn't catch the whole bar, but that shit was fire. Then he was talking about how he was saying to some person who was saying how he heard that he was raised by his mother. And he was like, me too, you know, but I bought these pops to substitute for the one who wasn't present, he said, and that shit hit hard in the building. I bought these pops, you know, pops, a father, to substitute who wasn't, you know, present in his life, basically. Then he says something like, I'm from the hood, fuck being woke. I teach them how to sleep with their eyes open. Like, that shit was fire the way he said it. I'm from the hood. Like, he was going off. OOPS. I'm from the hood. Fuck being woke. I teach them how to sleep with their eyes open. And then he just kept going and going. He had a lot of fire material in the second round. Then he said some shit about his goal was to go to college. Like, he was talking about a shootout that happened from outside and it came in their house or whatever. So then he followed up behind, well, your goal was to go to college. My goal was to make it to the couch. I was like, yo, that hit hard in the building. Then he had a line like, it didn't take too long to cook. We breed different. They battling on Rare Breed Entertainment. So, yo, OOPS was fire. He was fire. I had to give the first 2 rounds, y'all, to OOPS. So I'm like, yo, is this another 30 clip? And I know that y'all think I'm BSing, but I'm not. It was already 2 30 clips, and now I'm thinking, oh God, is this another 30 clip? Because I don't like to give nobody a 30 clip. You know what I'm saying? That they have to earn their 30 clips. You know what I'm saying? So Emerson Kennedy, he fought back. I ain't going front. He fought back in the 3rd round. He was real calm. He even told the crowd, yo, can I talk to this fool? Can I talk to this nigga? So he had crowd control. So then he said something about, I heard that EKG line more than you choked, or something like that, he says. And then he was like, and then he started talking about him crying. I didn't know of this, but somehow Oops, must have been on camera crying. He talked about his depression and him being suicidal. Like, I had no idea of all of this stuff. Like, this was a personal, another battle rapper doing personals in this third round. So he set a bar like, every time you cry in front of your peers, it'll take time for you to reach top tier. He said something like that. That hit hard in the building. Then, he was just, and then he talking about him crying a lot. I mean, he was really trying to make him look, soft, basically, and how he ran from his home team, where he started from and all this stuff. So, I could tell, but Oops, you don't know what he's thinking. Like, he just standing there looking real calm, collective, and cool. Like, he don't have no expression. It was just a blank face. So I'm confused. Like, is Oops mad? What's going on with Oops? But the third round, that's when you saw Oops was mad. Okay, so he said a heartfelt bar that really touched me. Something about the Face app. That Face app that people are doing on Facebook where it can make you look old in the face. So he said, that Face app. My brother died when he was 9. So I took that picture and combined it together to see how he would look when he grows old. Like, the way he was saying it, y'all, I was like, wow, like that really touched me, and it touched the crowd too. Then he was talking about him being in political and being in office and how he realized he had to quit. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't there for his homies and all this stuff. Then he started talking about Tech 9 abusing kids, and he was like, I didn't know what a Tech 9 was. I felt like Jay Black. I felt like he took a shot at Jay Black. You know what I'm saying? But at the end, he said he loved Jay Black. He's mentioned the bloggers and all of that. Like, he was going off in that third round. So I'm going to give the first 2 to Oops, but the last round, I ain't going to lie, I have to watch it again. I feel like the last round is debatable. It could go either way. They both went off. But I ain't going to lie, I'm kind of edging it to Oops, and I don't want to call it a 30 clip because the third round was so close and it was so good. But I'm kind of edging it to Oops, y'all. I'm edging it. All right, next battle, Math and Serious Jones. Later.